All right, guys, today we're on word problems day 2, and this is a different type of problem. These are problems that talk about finding two numbers. And when you set these up, when it says the first number, we'll just call that x, and when you see the second number, we'll just call that y. All right, so we're going to set these up and solve them. So number 1, first equation. How would you guys write this? The sum of two numbers is negative 33. So doesn't sum, what does sum mean? Plus, right? Sum means plus. So we have x plus y equals negative 33. That's going to be our first equation. And then the second equation says the difference is negative 1. And difference means subtract. So in this one, you're going to do x minus y equals negative 1. All right, that's your system. That's it. Now we just have to solve. Now this one, I hope you guys see, this one would be really nice to solve by elimination when you add going down because the y's are already opposite, so they cancel. So 1x plus 1x is 2x. Negative 33 plus negative 1 is negative 34. And then look at this. Right away, divide by 2, divide by 2. X is going to be negative 17. Now, they want you guys to also plug it back in and find y. So let's rewrite one of the equations and let's plug negative 17 in for x, and then we can solve for y. So I'm just going to plug that in. And then you'd have to add 17 to both sides. And y is going to be, what is that? Negative 16? So the answers are negative 17 and negative 16. All right, pretty easy, huh? Number 2. So let's set it up first and then we'll solve. So one number is 10 more than 5 times a second number. All right, so we said call the first number x and the second number y. All right, so how would you guys write this? One number x means equals 10 more than 5 times the second number. So it would be 10 plus 5 times y. 10 more than 5 times a second number. All right, and then the second one says the difference of the two numbers is 22. So difference means subtract, so x minus y equals 22. This equation has nothing to do with this one. Do them totally separate. All right, can we just recap that again? One number is 10 more than 5 times the second number, and then the difference of x and y is 22. So x minus y is 22. All right, that's our system. This one I would probably say to solve by substitution because x is 10 plus 5y, so let's just sub that in to x down here. I think this is a nice substitution problem. Okay, so now we're going to rewrite this guy, but instead of x, we're going to put in 10 plus 5y. And then finish the equation, minus y equals 22. So we made a substitution. You don't really need parentheses on this one because there's nothing out front. All right, let's solve. Add like terms. So we have 10 plus 4y equals 22. And then minus 10, minus 10. You get 4y equals 12. So then divide by 4, y is 3. And then we're going to take that and plug it back into y and get x. So x is going to be, we'll do it over here, x is going to be 10 plus 5 times y is 3. So that means x is going to be 10 plus 15, which means x is going to be 25. So we got 25 and 3. All right, one more, number 3. All right, let's set it up. One number, x, is 16 less than the second number, y. Now, guys, you're not going to like me for this one. Whenever it says less than, you have to put this number at the end of the problem. So minus 16. Whenever it says less than, it means minus 16 at the end. So let's see. So one number, x, equals 16 less than the second number. It actually means y minus 16. Because it means you're taking 16 away from a number. All right, second one. 5 times the second number. So that would be 5y. 5 times the second number minus 3 times, sorry, typo here, 3 times the first number, so 3x, is equal to 14. So you just kind of like read it and write it as you go. 5 times the second number minus 3 times the first number equals 14. And you guys, I would say this would be another substitution. Because if x is y minus 16, then let's just sub that into x in the other equation. All right, so if we solve that, let me move this over here. We've got 5y minus 3 times, we're subbing y minus 16 in for x equals 14. All right, and then the rest is not too bad. We're going to distribute the negative 3. So it's 5y minus 3y. Then this will be plus 48 equals 14. And then add like terms. We're at 2y plus 48 equals 14. And then minus 48 to both sides. You get 2y. What is that? Negative 34. And then divide by 2, divide by 2. So y is negative 17. And then we're going to plug that in to solve for x. So if y is negative 17, let's plug that in. And x is going to be negative 17 minus 16, which makes negative 33. So our two answers are negative 33 and negative 17. All right, nice job, guys. There are some practice problems on the next 2 pages, 32 and 33.